Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Mitschelen. I'm running for State Representative in District 6 against B. Patrick Bauer. This is the first in a series of video communications with the press I'd like to take care of. Today is, this release will be on Ivy Tech. I have a few statements to make. I believe Ivy Tech is important to the welfare and education of our state. Ivy Tech has been a positive influence for many years throughout the state, and I would like to see this institution flourish in years to come. It is my intention to see Ivy Tech become stronger, and questions arising from this press release should provide that opportunity. The question today: should B. Patrick Bauer hold his position at Ivy Tech? As a candidate for the House District 6, statements and questions should be made concerning this conflict of interest. B. Patrick Bauer is not alone in the ethical concern of double dipping. 3 members of the General Assembly hold powerful positions to the community college, therefore providing influence within the legislature. Representative B. Patrick Bauer, Representative Craig Fry, and Representative William Crawford. As the Fort Wayne Journal-Gazette points out, it is difficult to imagine how the state budget and education policy issues can be handled objectively by lawmakers with direct financial ties to one state institution. The Ways and Means Committee writes the first draft of a state budget. That determines how much state money goes every 2 years to Ivy Tech. Senate and House leaders have great power to shape final budget language. Point B, education is the largest expenditure in the state budget, and it tarnishes the process to have university employees playing major roles in budget and policy making. This is not an unavoidable circumstance of a citizen legislature. It is a clear example of cultivating influence. Point C, it's time to eliminate this ethical concern. A discussion of note took place among Indiana Week in Review reporters and commentators. The discussion followed the retirement of longtime Ivy Tech President Gerald Lampkin. Jim Shellup said, "One of the things I'm getting at, we've talked here about all the legislatures and members of legislatures' family who work." John Ketzenberger interrupted, "You mean, do they still have jobs after this?" Ketz, "You know, if they do the right thing, they will make that culture change because it's a conflict of interest to have jobs at Ivy Tech directly alike. I think they should consider that issue." Shella, "Do you think that will happen?" Mike McDaniel laughing in the background. Ann Delaney, "I think whenever you have a long-term administrator that is stepping down, changes happen." McDaniel, "Of course it's not going to happen. Who's going to consider it?" Shella laughing in the background. "You're not going to have that kind of change as far as legislatures working for Ivy Tech. It's not going to happen, not in our lifetime. A lot of people have wondered about it, but it's not going to happen. Who is going to consider it? The legislature? Duh." Tammany of Plunkett Hall, required reading by many in history classes, but evident in today's political world as well. Point A, the Ivy Tech policy towards active legislatures is honest graft. Influence for one institution over another for employment shows a potential for a conflict of interest. Point B, in this time of recession, it would prove to be difficult to justify this policy of working for one state institution, bringing a potential of cronyism and corruption. C, reporters around the state recognize the conflict of interest. And last, Ivy Tech, the legislature, and the governor must call an end to this practice. It can be accomplished in our lifetime. Alabama had a similar case and exposed its corruption and cronyism. Will reporters and citizens of Indiana take the next step? Thank you. I want to thank you for taking the time to view this video. More will come. Take care.